Hola, back again. So I kind of going to talk about the last record I put out, which is called Pop versus Soul, and kind of where that record came from, and the first song that ended up being recorded for that record. I didn't want to do like all this. I thought about doing all the songs for my first record and then all the songs for the next record, but I figured it'd be kind of cool just to go through and pick like one song from each record each time. So, so this song is called Atlanta, and kind of the basic story behind the record Pop versus Soul and everything was I got picked up by a company, which is ironically out of Atlanta, and it just dawned on me that like that song, there was no connection, but so I got picked up by this company, and me and this other guy got picked up as their artists, and basically we would go do shows with them, and then they would do stuff for us financially, and they paid to have this song recorded by a Nashville studio, like Nashville studio musicians. And if you don't know anything about the Nashville machine, it's really different than like rock music, where you have a band that's made up of a group of guys. In Nashville, your big name people, they don't write their own songs. There's songwriters for them, and then there's studio guys that go in and cut their guitars for them, and then there's tour guys that literally that's their job. And so guys may play for multiple artists just depending on when the timing of a tour. Like these guys like Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan and stuff, they don't have like a set band. It's more of just like, okay, they pick songs from songwriters and stuff like that. So the owner of this company that I got picked up by, Brad, he said that he thought I would do well in the country music world, and I didn't even know anything about it. So he kind of taught me about it a little bit, and how there's co-writes and stuff like that. But we'll get into that a little bit next time I talk about this record. But anyway, they paid for this song of mine to be cut by a Nashville studio band. And I had recorded this song with a buddy of mine already. And, it was cool. People liked it. It was one of those things that you'd go play it and people would sing along. And it's always a cool thing, especially when you play for a new crowd and people start singing along. That means you wrote something very catchy. But I wanted to see what the difference would be as recording with a buddy of mine and recording with a Nashville studio musician. So we went and recorded this song. But talk real quick about where this song came from as far as the writing aspect of it. So at the time, I was actually kind of jamming on John Mayer's Gravity. And I know like the first video I referenced listening to a lot of John Mayer at the time, and I'm not the hugest John Mayer fan. Like, I like him, but if you ask me if he was in my top 10, he definitely wouldn't be. He's just, I like his records a lot. And Continuum was the record Gravity was on. That was my favorite record he did. But I was kind of just jamming on Gravity, which is kind of like this. It's like a G and a C. It's like, whoa, gravity is working against me. Whoa, gravity wants to break me down. And he goes somewhere else with it after that. But so I was just kind of jamming on that. And at the time, I was kind of on this in and out part of this relationship. And I don't know if everybody's ever been in a relationship where someone kind of treats you really crappy while you're together, and then when you break up and they're trying to come back, they treat you like really amazing. So this song's kind of about that. And I'm a really big fan of Ben Harper, and Ben Harper has this thing where he'll take cliches, and old sayings and kind of invert them, like, that was then, this is now. He's a song where, like, well, that was now and this is then, kind of thing. So, in your head, knowing you shouldn't get back into any kind of relationship like this, that, the great treatment's not going to last, you think of the phrase, like, oh, it's too little too late. But really, it wasn't too little too late. It was, like, too much too late. Because it's not going to last. It's too much. And it was too little in the beginning. So that was kind of where the lyrical idea came from. So, like I said, I was jamming on Gravity. So this is how the song sounds. This is called Atlanta. So and sometimes you screw up when you're playing something else that's kind of close, and you're like, then you try to switch melodies, it kind of messes up. So I gotta get back in the melody. Hold on. And too little, too soon. And too much too late. You can't fall from fire. Expect to rise some grace. You look so sweet, but you leave a bitter taste. And all of this has been laid wasting, but it's too little too soon here, too much too late. And can't keep hoping that you'll get it straight up. Too little too soon here, too much too late. I know it's time to get away now. I'm not the monster in the dark. Said I'm not the one that broke your heart. And you're so predictably chaotic. It's all in your head, not knowing makes you sick. But it's too little too soon here, too much too late. Oh, we can't keep hoping that you'll get it straight up. Too little too soon here, too much too late. And I know time to get away and go out, oh, 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 oh. You can't keep running away in space, no. You're dead in your best. And all this clouding to us, it makes me easier to forget. Too little, too soon. Too much too late. I can't keep hoping that we'll get it straight up. Too little too soon here, too much too late. So that's Atlanta. If you're kind of wondering where the name came from, because there's no mention to Atlanta or Georgia or anything like that, the name actually came from my band at the time. My guitar player was doing the chorus, the whoa, whoa, you know, that part. He started doing the tomahawk chop, and I'm from Alabama, and so I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Like, I went to college in Birmingham, but the rest of my family went to Tuscaloosa, and the Atlanta Braves were our closest like professional baseball team. So there was no way in hell I was gonna call the song Tallahassee. Like, living in Florida, I was like, nope, not a Seminoles fan, not gonna call a song Tallahassee. Called Atlanta. So that's the story of Atlanta. Hope you dig. Go listen to the studio version. It's really, really rad. Just hearing like how, you know, Nashville studio guys know how to make lines that make a song like way more catchy, and just, you know, really make choruses set off and stuff like that. So go take a listen to it. Shit, I'm gonna listen to it right now because it's been a minute since I've listened to it. But have an awesome day, and thank you for watching.